Hey guys, how you doing? It's Andy. I'm here today with Bubba, and we're going to talk about Facebook remarketing for a second. And I'm just going to tell you this. I am going to take this little marker here, and I'm going to draw a picture here of how simple this is and how this is the craziest thing in the world. And I'll bet you haven't heard much talk about it inside your dealerships. There's a store, okay, that's local to me, that is literally selling 70 cars a month off Facebook, and they have a Facebook department that they've built. It's insane. The missing bucket in most companies is the one place that they're not looking. You know, it's so funny. You want more car deals, right? As a dealer, they want to sell more cars. As a salesman, you want to sell more cars. But sometimes you're literally throwing darts, but when they turn and you don't realize you're throwing darts in the dark, and they turn on the light, and you look and the dartboard is over there. And you've literally been in the wrong direction throwing the whole time. Facebook is huge. Now, if you have something to sell, there are Auto Trader, Cars.com, you know what I'm saying, Car Gurus, there's Facebook, there's Google AdWords. There's lots of things out there that dealerships use to draw people in. But Facebook remarketing is something that's available for the dealer, it's available for the internet manager, and it's available for the salesman. All the way around. So let me show you this real quick. I'm going to kind of show you, this is the pool for Facebook. And we talked about this before, and we'll talk about it again because it never gets old. What would you say? There's 2.7 billion people that are users. This is with the B as in boy, billion, that are users. I didn't say logging in each day, I said users. Now, half of those people though, which is the, let's say 1.5, 1.6, a little more, they actually log on every day. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if today you're sitting there, you're staring out the window, it's freezing cold, and you're like, man, I need to sell some more cars. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Below there's a link. And there's a link, and what it says is how to post a car on Facebook, right? And I give the AIDA, right? The attention, the interest, the desire, right? And then obviously the action that the customer takes and how the buying cycle works when they see something on the internet. If you haven't seen that video, click on it. But to have that ad wrote great and to be able to put that ad out on the market, what creates that ad to explode and to literally rain leads on you?
Yes, sir.
Well, watch this. If you know how to write the ads, now when the ad's out on the market, now you want to create massive leads. And Bubba talks to us a lot about the simplicity of how easy this is. This is a person. He has a computer, okay? Or he has a cell phone. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And all you have to do is own one of these to qualify to learn how to do Facebook remarketing. Bubba teaches how to learn to take, let's say, a car, because we're in the car business, and to take that car and to place it in, we're going to do Facebook, and we're going to call this Marketplace. Okay, this is a car that you want to sell. You put it on Facebook Marketplace. You own the computer or the cell phone. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And then in this pool up here of these 1.5 billion people that are logging on today, they're going to be peaking, right, in Facebook Marketplace at your car. Here's the deal. Can you see those people? No. Not unless you know how to remarket. And that's what he does. He teaches the deadliest niche in the market. Guys, I love Craigslist. You guys know I'm ate up with it, right? But it costs $5 to post every single time. So if you take a car and you put it out on the market on Craigslist, right, which I love, right? Let's just say that car costs $5, and then you're like, man, I want to put that in a couple different markets. Now that car turns into $20. And then guess what happens? If your dealer's not paying for it, man, that could be hundreds of dollars out of your pocket each month. Well, the hundreds of dollars that you're spending to learn to post on Craigslist, you could have gone to a seminar. You could have done so Bubba does virtual. Big deal about Bubba is he does business all over the world. So his biggest deal is virtual. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Pretty easy. He says, hey, I'm going to pick a date. I'm going to pick a time. You guys, you come through the registry here. You pay a one-time fee. It never costs you any money again for the rest of your life. And then guess what happens? You know, and Bubba teaches you during that time how to Facebook remarket, how to log onto your Facebook, how to go to the backside. He teaches you where it's at, what to do, physically walks you through building a campaign.
Step by step.
And he teaches you to build 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 campaigns and how to take a car and put it out on the market and be able to do what no one else can do, which is, let's pick back up, all those people that were viewing your car,
Yes, sir.
you can see them. It shows you how many people are impressions.
Yes.
Doesn't it show you how many people are peeking at it?
Impression, it shows you who saw it, it shows you who clicked on it, everything.
Yeah, so watch. Let's say watch this, I'm gonna just erase this. Let's say a guy is in Idaho, okay? And he's like, man, I think I know what sells. Could he tell you what people are looking at right now without remarketing, without being able to see the impressions?
No, he won't be able to show you.
Okay, so watch this, understand this. What if I could tell you exactly what car to post today and it would sell? You'd be like, that would be like magic. I'd be like Houdini. But guess what? It'd be like Nostradamus. Watch this. This is Nostradamus Facebook remarketing.
Yes, sir.
He takes a car here and a car here. You post one and you post the other. And then at the end of the night, this one over here has 23 impressions. This one over here has 219 impressions. People are interested in that kind of car.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what your marketplace is demanding? More of those.
Yes.
So the next day, you start posting all the cars that are just like that one.
Yes, sir.
And then you know what you find out? You find out that all of a sudden the impressions stay high, impressions stay high, impressions stay high. You know, is an impression a lead? No. It just shows you how many times people are looking at it. Now, every time that there's an impression, though, it's a footprint, right?
Yes, sir.
Somebody takes and they put their bear claw, right? Footprint on that car.
Yes, sir.
And when they do, that's when, if you know how to do Facebook remarketing, okay? You have your backside of Facebook set up where it does the work for you. Do you know, it's like having, so if you learn how to do Facebook remarketing, it's like having 100 employees working for you.
Yes.
Right?
Basically, that's what it is.
You post a car right now, you wait for a phone call. Email, text message, phone call. You just sit there and wait. With Facebook remarketing, no more waiting game.
No more waiting game.
You own the market. And the good deal about it is that no one else, go to your GM right now and say, hey, do you know what Facebook remarketing is? Can you explain it to me? He can't explain this. Do you know why? Because they don't want you to know how to do this. And you can do it on your own. So what we do is we're cutting the middleman out completely.
Absolutely.
And teaching salespeople, internet managers, and not even so much dealers. We're not interested in that. We're interested in you on the other side, right? That's sitting there saying, hey man, you know, I haven't been selling a lot of cars. I haven't been doing great. Listen, you in Australia, I see you. Facebook's weak, right? No, Facebook's strong. But you don't know what you don't know. And if you've been posting the wrong inventory, right? No wonder you're not getting results. And if you're in Australia, Craigslist is weak in Australia.
Yes.
It's weak. They don't have it. So you don't have that Facebook niche. You don't have that Craigslist niche, but you have that Facebook niche. So what happens is you learn to remarket, and all of a sudden, like he always says, he says, hey, here's what we'll do. We'll take these 8 cars, and he'll say, post them.
Yeah.
And within 24 hours, you'll learn that luck, relying on luck and chances, can happen sometimes, and one will sell, but you'll notice these right here are screaming. The cool thing about it is, in 3 days, you've sold all 4 of those, but you also know that those cars are the next cars that you're going to be posting because that's what the market's demanding. And the craziest thing is what it tells us is that it's not about what you want to sell, it's about what your market wants to buy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Isn't it crazy how
I can also jump in there and give you an
Tell me.
example. So the example I'm going to give is going to be not a car, but same thing, so you could understand this. So I like certain jackets. You know, so I have these stores that I follow in London. So once I go to their Facebook page the first day and I started liking what I like, or just seeing, just the impression.
Just peeking.
You know, just picking at it. And now the beautiful thing is, they serve me the jacket that I like. I don't even have to search for what I like anymore.
But you don't want them to serve you. But you don't want them to serve you. But you want them to serve you. It's kind of a bittersweet relationship.
Absolutely.
Your customers aren't ready to buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
They would want to wait a year.
Yes.
But the problem is that if you keep dangling a carrot in front of their face,
Absolutely.
and they love carrots.
Absolutely. That's what they call the customer behavior.
Yeah.
And then I love it. I work in it. I know how it works. And when they serve me the ads that I like, it makes it so much easier on me. I say, I've been looking for this one. They show me another color. I'm like, I haven't seen this one.
Yeah.
Every day they keep serving me what I like.
Yeah.
And it narrows that channel for you. So it's absolutely beautiful.
And listen, let's get off a car for a second. We're going to talk a lot about this. We're going to talk about it until we're blue in the face. Because listen, there's two ways to make money in the car business. One, right, raise your gross. Okay? You want to do that? You got all these outlets. You got closing, right? You got negotiating, right? You got overcoming, objections, right? You got word tracks, right? You got to have killer word tracks. Okay, you got advanced selling, you know what I'm saying, which like basically pushing the game forward and never getting held back. I mean, guys, we can just keep going around and around and around. And then we got sell more, right? Okay, we got selling more cars. And here's the kicker. As you want to sell more cars, what do you need? Well, the ultimate deal on this side is you need more customers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but how do you sell more cars? Well, we talked about it. Remarketing on Facebook, you can post a car, or you can post a campaign. Now, when I talk about a campaign would be this. I mean, am I right or am I wrong? If I was to do go out on my lot, which any salesman can do, internet manager, go out on my lot, and this is a BMW sitting behind me, right?
Yes,
and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I got my camera. I'm like, look, if you're looking for BMWs and you want payments under $299 a month with zero cash down and no payments till next year, guys, hit me up. I've got over 40 in stock. I'm going to take care of you. And by the way, if you got bad credit, I got you. And if you got great credit, we got the best rates in the world.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to talk to you soon, right?
Yes, sir.
When you run that, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Every time somebody clicks on that ad, guess what happens? We can create a lead page on there.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
right? How much does it cost you? $0.
Yes, sir.
Guess what happens? You say, it says this, when they click on it, it pops up and it says, if you're interested in this, right? We'd love to send you a list of the 40 BMWs that would work for you.
Absolutely.
And guess what they got to do? They put in their email, okay? They put in their phone number, and then it creates a lead and it goes straight to you. Now, can you still remarket to that customer with anything else? Yes. But it's also lead gen too, right?
Yes. You generating your own lead as you do
That's
it.
it.
So it's
You're your own. Could you be a salesman in today's market and be your own internet department?
Absolutely. If you're going to be a salesman in this market nowadays, you have to do that because you have it right there. You could generate your own lead. You could do your own marketing. Basically, this is your business. You got to treat it like your business.
You're self-employed.
Self-employed. That's what it is. So you're the marketer and you get to control everything. You get to see the customer behavior. You know what the customer like. You could retarget them. If somebody's looking for an SUV and they like an SUV, you don't want to show them a sedan. You want to show them that SUV. And that's the beautiful thing about this.
You know what? This is, and I'm going to write one more word here real quick, and then let's not make this video too long. This shit is exciting.
It is exciting.
It's dangerous, okay? Now, have you seen salesmen create more leads in their own internet department before? I mean, is that possible?
It is possible.
Now, let me ask you this. Could you, and I guess I get ahead of myself because you guys know where I think, man. Look, you see this up here? This is a freaking star.
Yeah.
Guys, they didn't have Facebook remarketing when I was selling cars, and it's probably good they didn't have it because my wife probably would have divorced me because I never would have been home because I'd have been selling cars around the clock.
Absolutely.
Okay? But I want to tell you, though, that this is the next niche. This is where you need to be thinking. And if some of you guys are on the other side of this right now, and you're like, I want to know that so I can take that in. So here's the deal. And we're going to get into this tomorrow, but I'll just kind of throw out a sneak peek, okay? Next week, he's doing a virtual training, okay? He's going to release it in our next video when he's going to do it, what date and what time. It'll be real simple. Everybody's going to have the ability to learn this. But this Thursday, okay, at noon, Thursday at noon, live, we're going to do YouTube Live. We're Central Standard in Oklahoma, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down with Bubba. We want to release a couple things that we think are huge, that will be awesome. But really we want to get in depth on answering some questions that you might have. So whether you're a dealer, whether you're a sales manager, whether you're an internet manager, or whether you're a salesman, if you want to dive into this, you need to stay hooked in because what's going to happen is Once this gets out there, no one knows this, and it gets out there, in 3 years, everyone will know it.
Everyone will know it.
Everyone will know it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be just like it'll be like posting a car on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody just knows remarketing.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? There'll be something else that comes out that will be hot, and this won't be it anymore.
Yes, sir.
The early bird gets the worm. While everybody's running around out there, and as I explain this to you, is this going on in your store? Do you know anyone else that you know that sells cars that this is going on with? The answer is no, because I live in the auto industry right now, and I'm literally watching it shift every 6 months, and this has been out there, but the fact is the how-to and the way to do it easy and not complex on learning Facebook remarketing and doing it, Facebook has made it so simple to learn it, but no one will teach it to you. You have to learn it from an expert. And these experts are getting paid so much money to work for these big firms that guess what? They're middlemaning it for all of these companies around. Well, Bubba was working for a middleman for a long time, and now Bubba works out on his own. And what he does, very genuine, wants to help people.
Yes, sir.
Always caring about people. Mm-hmm. He's not only a great guy, but he's also an extremely sharp businessman. And if you guys out there know anybody that's incredibly good or that's doing great in the business or making a lot of money, they surround themselves with very sharp business people. Because we sharpen each other, right? Iron sharpens iron.
Yes, sir.
So if I'm around Bubba, I'm learning about a side that I know nothing about. But the fact is that it's 2020 and the internet is everything.
It's everything.
Guys, what does the internet stand for? Freaking speed.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
You know what? Okay, Ferraris in the 80s would go 8.6, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a basically 0 to 60, 8.6 seconds. That was in the 80s. Every 10 years, they got 2 seconds faster.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. 2.9, right here, secs, right there. 2.9 seconds. 0 to 60 is what a Ferrari's running right now.
Okay.
I think Tesla may even be running like 2.8. But I'm not a speed junkie. My point is, the bottom line is, as Andy has ADD and gets lost, 10 years from now, right? Mm-hmm. Are these cars going to be going 0 to 60 in 0.9? Yes!
Yes, they will.
Because the damn trend is there.
Yes.
The internet is taking us faster and faster and faster. And where it used to be crazy to see a millionaire, right? Like I remember growing up and being like seeing the weatherman in Burger King, right? I was like, oh my God, Dad, there's the weatherman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm like freaking out, you know what I mean? And like, or seeing a millionaire, you're like, oh my God, that guy's a millionaire.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I can't, what do I do with my hands? I can't even talk,
Mm-hmm.
right? You just lock up.
That's true.
Dude, there's millionaires everywhere now.
20,000 new millionaires were made last year in America, and that's because of the internet.
Dude, it's freaking crazy. So as I tell you this, do me a favor. Don't be like those guys around you, right? Mm-hmm. That are doing this. Look, staring out the window, waiting on the next up.
Yes, sir.
Get ahead of the game. Mm-hmm. Guys, you only need 2 years. Imagine this. You're sitting on the other side, and you're like, I'm all in. I want to know that. Guess what? 2 years. You could have $1 million in the bank.
Absolutely.
2 years. I didn't say make, I said in the bank. Running a car dealership? Selling cars? I don't care what you're doing. You can get there, but you've got to get in the internet. And you can't work for an internet department, right? You have to be the internet department. So guys, I hope this was helpful. Bubba right here, obviously you can tell I'm ate up with it. I'm obsessed with it. I become a beast when I hear about new things. Because honestly, man, this market, it's been tough for a while. If anybody's been out there selling cars, I didn't say that it's impossible. I just said it's been tough. And there's a lot of dealers that are having trouble hitting their bottom line. And there's a lot of salesmen that have made the same money over the last couple years. They've decreased a little bit, maybe made a little more. But it's like 5 or 10 grand, give or take, man. What happened to this? Well, what happened is everybody's waiting on that next niche. And guess what? It's here. So, Thursday at noon, we're going live, YouTube. We're going to go YouTube Live. You can call in. You guys will hit me up on my cell phone. It's below. And guess what? We'll answer any questions you have. I don't care what they are. And that way we can help you guys with whatever you need. And then Bubba's got a virtual training deal coming up next week. We'll talk about when it is, where it's at, and how you get set up with it. So have a blessed day, guys. Bubba.
And thank you
it's
guys
awesome.
so much. Yes.